think now we're good. 9:01.
It's like,
We're just a day and a minute late.
I forgot about that fight yesterday.
Yeah, that's why we didn't get on here. Because I don't want to hear myself.
I didn't watch the fight. I'm the only person in the world that didn't watch the fight. So I forgot all about it being on.
Yeah, we didn't watch it. So
Then Dawn
we just
says,
decided to not do it because we knew everybody'd be watching that. So
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoyed it. And hope you're here tonight. We know it's random, but here we are.
Wonder what everybody's doing tonight.
I don't know. It's Saturday night. They're probably doing some cool stuff. I don't know who's on there. Just you, maybe.
I think it's just me and you.
Just me and you. That's how it usually is anyway.
And him.
Yeah, Wyatt's back there.
Look at him. He's in charge of the dogs.
We challenged him to be quiet. We'll see if it happens.
Have we ever went live on Saturday night?
Yeah, I feel like we have. But usually we're somewhere else. Usually we're like, if we go live on a Saturday, we're at like Rod Run or something like that. But we have a few things we want to share with you guys. We'll wait and see if a few people get on here. But...
Ted Conrad jumped on.
All right. Hello, Ted.
Who won the giveaway the other day?
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to look. I got it
You
right
should
here.
just have that on top.
It's right. It is. It's right here. You just have to give me just
30s in California tonight? Where is Marietta, California? Is that Northern California? 30s? Amy is there. Scott's there.
Hello.
Amy Summerlin.
Hi, Amy. How are you guys? Say hi to Ron.
They're probably doing real good.
Yeah, I know. They always have fun. I love them.
Southern
Where is it? It should
California,
be right
borderline
here.
of San Diego. I've never been out there. That sounds pretty cold. Is that normal? That can't be normal. I figured you just had it on top of your head. Is the only reason I asked.
I just don't want to say it wrong. Here it is. Here it is. Alan Donaldson. That's who won the $25 giveaway this week. So I did put it in the community post and I did put it in the comments, but we're just going to say it here. Congratulations, Alan. Thank you for your comment.
Was it a good comment?
It was. He said, I think he was saying you're right, but he said, you, Tim, some people don't want true friendship is. So don't know what true friendship is. That's true. That's very true. It's very hard to find someone that is a real friend. That's very true. But every week on Wednesday, between now and Christmas, on our Wednesday videos, all you got to do is comment and you're entered to win a $25 gift card. So, Alan, get a hold of us on email and get us your mailing address and we'll get that out to you. And you guys comment on our Wednesday video this week and you could be entered to win.
So our giveaways are low level.
Yeah.
Meaning that you didn't have to buy anything to be entered.
Right.
And if you'd have bought something, we'd have your address.
That's true.
So we don't have your address because you haven't bought anything.
That's true.
Someday we'll have giveaways which you have to buy something, which I guess is not a giveaway, but
right.
You know what I mean. So we'll perfect this.
Yeah.
And it's for real.
I'm just trying to do something nice from us between now and the holidays. I know it's not a lot, but $25 is $25, and we want to show some appreciation and spread it out a little bit. We did the $300 giveaway, which was an awesome experience, and that was for subscribers, which we're how many away? How many away from 10?
We're like 71 subscribers from 10,000.
We're gonna celebrate.
We've been trying to hit 10,000. That's just like a personal goal. Yeah. We can't get to 100,000 until we get to 10,000.
That's right. You gotta get to 10
And
first.
so we've been doing more shorts and been doing more.
We're trying
lives. So
Wanda's here.
The Voltal and Voltals are watching, and Jamie. Ted says 30 in California, San Diego's not normal. So sorry you're going through that.
I'm sorry, yeah. Warmer here. That is weird.
It's been decent here, but
give Stitch some lovin's from his. I don't know what you call me.
Nikki's on there.
His little bestie. He's my little bestie.
Who?
Stitch. Nikki Beatty. Hi, Beatties.
Stitch barks at me. Stitch will hang out with.
I love
he don't bark at me. He just likes to bark in front of me. He'll hang out with 1,000 people and not bark, and then we'd be sitting there at a campsite and he yaps at me.
Yes, Amy, I am sad that we are not coming to Daytona also. It's just, the dogs are
Jason
saying hello.
Anderson.
Hello, Jason. We really wanted to come. We're gonna really be missing everybody and the good time, but it just didn't work out for us,
Well, that's also,
this time.
so when I have, when Wyatt goes to his mom's, we do every other weekend, and that's my weekend. The only thing we have to get all of our shit there is the C50, and it's only a 2-seater.
Yeah.
You can ride 3, but I don't know, man. We're trying to step up our road game to where we have like a tractor.
So we're just gonna work away and try to keep it interesting for you guys and try to do some different things, and, you know, be sad ourselves that we don't get to see everybody. I am really sad about that, but we just can't this time, and it's okay. We'll get you at the next one.
So Dick Banjo is like pulling a parachute.
Yes.
Back on and I only got 36-foot trailer that it'll fit on. That's a lot of trailer to pull all the way to Florida and back. And then I don't know. We want to go. We're just not going to make it. So maybe next year. It sucks to lose. It sucks to not let Dick Banjo be seen in Florida.
I know. I agree with that statement, but I'm real sad. Like, I was looking forward to seeing Jimbo. I mean, there's a million people down there I was looking forward to seeing. Saw Customs. I was looking forward to going to the Bad Apple show. I mean, there's a million things that...
There's several shows.
I'm real sad. I wanted to go to Beaver Bar for their show this year. Like, those were all things that we wanted to do. And
There's something that...
It just didn't work out.
It's kind of too much, to be honest with you. Because the turkey run is at the racetrack, but then like the shows that we would probably be at are not at the racetrack. They're across town.
But they're close by.
But they're on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So you're going for the turkey run, but in order to have a good time, you don't get to go to the turkey run.
Well, we only really went for the swap meet because it was rainy and cold last year anyway. I mean, we really...
But having a hardcore rat rod, you don't want to miss that show at the Iron Horse.
I know, yeah.
And we didn't go to the other one last year because we were at the turkey run.
We didn't know about it, yeah. So we would have gone.
So to go to the turkey run with a hardcore rat rod is just driving to Florida. I mean, you get what I mean? There's too much to do and not enough time to do it.
Jeremy Graham, the only reason they're being quiet is because Wyatt's behind us eating his dinner, and so they're waiting on him to drop
they was waiting on meat to fall out of his taco.
It won't be quiet for long, don't jinx me. I can't even make eye contact or they'll start making noise, trust me.
Justin got herpes after his dog bit him.
Oh gosh.
So that is sometimes the fun part about getting live on a weird night, because the freaks come out at night, man.
Amy, I actually wasn't sick. It was Sammy, and I had to take him back to the doctor on Friday. So I was at the stinking doctor with him Monday and Friday. It's a virus. He's fine, I guess, other than just feeling cruddy. So he'll be on the mend and back at it, I'm sure. He's supposed to go to a birthday party Monday, and I don't know. We'll see, but I'd hate to miss it. That's his little best buddy.
Yep.
I don't know.
So there's been a big few days going on. Start a new project. You'll see that tomorrow on YouTube if you're not on Facebook. And got the 8-lug thug running.
Yeah.
Which it always kind of ran, and then it didn't, and then it did, and then it didn't. But now I got it running. Just in time for the transmission to go out. But it was bad. I knew it was junk when I put it in there. So we're crossing things off our list. The ramp truck took a big leap forward in the last few weeks. Wyatt's truck's getting ready to get a motor put in it. And then we can talk about our sponsor.
Yes.
Because
Hi, Andy. I just wanted to catch up on comments. Yes. So we've had some exciting things happening. We shared with you guys a little bit that we have become brand ambassadors for Interco Tire Corporation.
Simply from Dick Banjo.
Yes.
Dick Banjo got seen on social media. And for those people that tell you not to post your stuff on Facebook are crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I think you should
post your stuff everywhere.
So I'm guilty because I just don't feel like I'm good at the TikToks and I'm not good at putting stuff on Instagram. I'm guilty of not doing so well with those. But
Dick Banjo got seen.
We should post it on every platform, you know. So
Shut up.
Wanda, see, I
So
told
I
you it wouldn't be
had,
long.
so I put 6 boggers on it, and that's really what it took to seal the deal. And we talked to them, and they talked to us. And nothing is free. This isn't like you're not going to start seeing like the super swamper trees growing on our property.
It's not really a sponsorship as much as it is a partnership, and so part of that is that we're excited that we now can offer you guys and anyone.
So we actually got our details.
Yes, we got our details.
We got our deets. They said this is what you can do. This is who you are. This is what we'll do for you. And what they'll do for us is help us help you. So it just basically means that we can directly we can call the bat line, say we need 4 super swamper boggers. They'll say, all right, Tim, that's your 10 set this month. And they'll be here in a day or two. And then you come pick them up, give us a credit card, give us cash, give us check. Every tire has a different price. So there's no way that we could price you anything.
Right.
Like just say, oh, this to that.
Right.
But we do have lists.
Right.
And if you ever need a tire, or if you're coming to a show, or we're coming to a show, we'll be willing to bring them with you.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I know like super swampers are a niche tire. Not everybody runs them, but they have a lot of options now. There's all-terrains, there's bias, there's rock crawling tires, there's boggers, IROCs, radials, trailer tires. We didn't get that list yet, but I have a list of 200 or 300 tires that we can help you buy. Maybe save you a little money from going to a big store.
Right.
Because you have MSRP, and we can't list anything below a MSRP because that's that's like cigarettes.
Right.
You gotta sell them for the same price, and then so you get the drift.
Right.
So
we're excited about it. We think
I'm real excited about it.
We think it's going to be a really fun adventure, and we're excited to promote that and share that opportunity with you guys and anybody else that is interested.
Yeah. So I've been running super swampers since I was 17. I lifted a truck 4 inches, just like we're doing White's truck, and I saved up, man. And I remember they were like $280 a tire, and that was crazy. But my dad thought I was crazy, and I got them tires, man, and it looked so good. Had the best looking truck in town, and I've used them off-road on my Razor. They're great stuff for me. There's not a better looking tire to have on a vehicle, whether you're sitting still, driving, whatever. So I love it.
Yeah.
Now we just need a blower sponsor. We don't need nothing. We're trying to work our way into the industry.
Yes.
So
we've been. I think it was Jason said Ram truck's looking good. We're coming along on that. You guys will see some work on that tomorrow in the Sunday video.
So the weather here in the morning is pretty cold, but by noon or in the afternoon, it's not bad. So I said I was done working on it because it's outside, but I've been working on it.
Yeah.
I've been wiring it up and everything.
I'm going to tell you guys a funny story about today. The dogs are getting ready to get rowdy.
Sound like an alligator.
I know,
you hear that?
I know. They're getting rowdy. So today, I know that I need to fix the seat for the Ram truck. We have the seat frame, it's just the springs, and I know I can manage to make a seat cover and make it work for us. So I needed to go to the fabric store, which I don't like going there. I don't like going there. But the reason I'm telling you guys this is because we get in there and it's torture for me too, but it's a Saturday, so it was like wild, dude. It was wild.
Joanne Fabrics is like a Jegs for women.
That's what I was getting ready to
They
tell
was
him.
orgying out in there, man.
I was laughing so hard when he said that to me in the fabric store, and he was like, "This place is like Jegs for women."
Smelled like piss and old women in that place.
Oh my God.
Piss and carpet.
Listen, I was miserable in there too. Like, let's not act like that's my favorite store or something. But Joanne Fabrics was wild on her freaking Saturday.
Hey.
Come on, you two.
Hey.
You're gonna have to get in your house. You guys can't.
Have you ever
get
been
rowdy.
to Jegs in Columbus? It's like a free-for-all, people with their stuff.
Put that up!
Okay, you gotta get in your houses. So, the dogs are crazy. They get barking.
They're all crazy.
They are crazy, but Joanne Fabrics was crazy today, and we had to take a number to get our fabric measured, and Tim and I got separated across the
I was
giant
separated
fabric.
on purpose. I was gauging.
Giant
I
fabric
was women
counter.
watching.
And he was making eye contact with me, and I was with him. Like, what planet are we on right now? Like, it was wild, you guys. Like, doing fabrics was too
These
much.
women got all their.
This lady had.
I don't know, man. I don't know if they're making blankets
I don't
or
either.
what. They got their apps out. They're measured it by the yard. I'm just thinking they don't even use scissors anymore.
No, I've never seen anything like it. It was like a power
off.
tool.
We're gonna run people
Oh
off
my
talking about
God.
Joanne Fabrics. It's making my head hurt.
It was comical to me.
It's
I
not.
was laughing so hard the whole time.
I would probably rather mail order my fabric
What's
from now
up,
on.
Terry?
Let's just mail order our fabric from now on, because going to Joanne Fabrics, that was wild.
I think I'll have to just go
What are you
like
doing,
on
buddy?
an early morning. I'll just have to go on an early morning.
We got distractions.
Otis
around
is
here.
like a hyena and
Go
a
lay down,
raccoon.
We tried to film today, and Clint Eastwood himself was out here shooting.
It was so much.
He must have loaded about 80 guns before he came here, because it was the biggest. Had to be a 45, and every time you'd go to open your mouth, pop, 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 pop.
It was outrageous.
And about the time they would go to reload, pop, 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 pop. It was crazy.
We had to just shut down filming.
Yeah,
It was too much.
it's not all paradise
What's
around
up,
here.
David? Hello, Greg.
We're gonna tear apart the blue truck to build the van. That's big. That's big news.
Yes.
I didn't want to build the van without a Dana 60, so we're gonna steal the Dana 60 out of the blue truck and build the van.
Sometimes you just do what you got to do, and that's one thing that we need to do and want to do, so we're going to do it.
I really think the van, set out on 1 tons, 410s, big block, 8-inch lift or 6-inch lift, it's really going to blow some minds. It's got artwork, even though our artist pissed out on us. It's all right. It looks all right.
Yeah.
And the van's going to be sweet. I'm real excited about the van.
Me too.
I just hate tearing more stuff apart because it's what I drive.
Like,
but
it's getting cold here, and that sucks because there's never anything to do, and you just hate it. So I now start looking at things that we're going to do for next year, and I'm real excited because we're going to some different shows. But one thing he brought up today was Power Tour, and that was so much fun. Like, we really had the best time on Power Tour. So I don't know, and maybe some of you guys know, like, what's the info on that? Like,
the weirdos are showing
for
up.
2025.
Check out the comments.
Okay.
There's some weird people, but you're watching, so
Yeah.
there's like an internet, like I don't know, but I hate the cold.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to drive the van around in the salt, so we might as well tear it apart. And
Yes, because the van's too clean. We lack storage. We need to get some storage around here for sure.
yep. I seen. Okay, follow your dreams.
You're right.
Does
Jason.
anybody know who Jackson, the John Deere kid, is?
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
On TikTok.
Yeah, I got me an old John Deere combine right there. It runs real good. Got
Such a
diesel.
cute kid.
I like to mow the yard with it.
Yeah.
84 Lumber is giving that kid his dream barn. John Deere Jackson's getting his dream shop. He's standing there. Yeah, right here on this gravel, we're going to get the shop built. That's all I got to say about it. 84 Lumber's good company. They've been around a dang good far time.
He's like,
And
he's so cute.
god dang kid's like 12 years old.
I don't even think he's that old. I really don't. He's really young.
That kid is crazy.
Why? Will you take the dogs out? She's whining.
Yeah.
Please.
The camper, they asked how the camper's coming.
Well.
It's sitting out here painted.
It looks so good. I got it right to where we needed it.
I'm saving that, so I'll have an open bay in the garage here soon, and we can put that in the garage and work on inside. It's only 12 foot long, so that'll be nice. We can put it in the garage and actually work on it and do things without it just taking up so much room,
Yeah.
like the ramp truck. You gotta have the door open, but
Yeah, Amy, I like that metal so much better. Like, I think I like the look of that so much more than the wood. We're not done yet.
We're in
you know.
Ohio, Southern Ohio. Yeah, I didn't mind the wood because I was gonna lap it all out with metal, and it would look like the side of an old castle or something. But the wood, you gotta worry about the weather
really
and the
like the
water
metal
and
better.
everything. And the metal, I really didn't want to do barn metal. I wanted to do smooth metal, but I ended up with so much barn metal that I don't know. They'll look good. I guess the ramp truck and Dick Banjo will look good sitting out together somewhere, at a show or something.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, for sure.
We're going. Don Frick showed up. We're
Hello
going to have.
in Illinois.
Don wants to know about the thumbnail. Is that me when I was a kid?
Yeah, I put your little black eye on there. And he's
Yeah.
so cute. He looks just like the kid from Home Alone. I love that picture.
So I was OG. I was around before. I'm 45.
He was.
I'm a little bit older than Kevin McAllister. And when that movie come out, no one would shut up about it. They would all, you look just like him, Home Alone. So I don't look like that anymore, obviously. But I had a black eye. I was at the babysitter's the night before, and these two kids were kind of rowdy, and their mom babysat me. And when they got rowdy, I would get rowdy, but there was two of them, so I would have to get rowdier. So somehow I ended up on top of this kid's dresser.
I thought that the tripod was getting knocked down.
Yeah, I was up on top of this kid's dresser, like 3rd grade, getting ready to kick the living shit out of him, And he hit me with a book. He took they quieted down. He took a hardback book and hit me right in the eye, right the night before picture day. So it was a brawl for all. But yeah, I got my ass kicked by a book. That's not going to work. They're just going to bark at you.
How old were you?
Well, I was 3rd grade, so however old you are in 3rd grade.
That was 3rd grade.
Yeah. I mean, you want me to be like date specific?
No, I just. You stole my seed. Every time there's a warm spot, her or Otis takes it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sit down. Sit down. Stay right there. Say hi.
Oh gosh, say hi. This one. Oh, there's Otis.
Oh.
Oh my. They're jealous.
Hey,
you guys
stop.
Stop.
Oh.
That's enough, sis.
Last
Come
time
on.
it's easier to do it outside. Hey.
It is, because they're just so ridiculous. Look, like, we give them non-stop attention, and this is what you
We're gonna get mauled on camera.
I know. It's embarrassing.
This is real hard to focus with you guys. Get down, both of you. Go somewhere and play. Go play quietly.
When was your first fight in life, babe? Like a real fight? Like, when did you have your first fight? Since your black eye didn't come from a fight, what did it come from? Or what was your first fight?
I didn't like the way this kid looked on the bus, so I called him names. And one time they was playing football, and they got me outside, and when they threw the football to me, I could feel it, and the kid attacked me, and he got me down, and he beat the hell out of me. And I was too young, like I didn't fight back good, I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like, it looked like Mike Tyson trying to hit Jake Paul. It didn't hurt. Like he was pounding on me, but it didn't hurt. Like I was laughing at him the whole time.
Oh
and I went home and I punched the wall and broke my hand.
Oh man, like for real?
Yeah. Yeah, like my mom and dad have an old house with plaster and lath, and I bet there's bumps. I didn't like an old antique house. You can't punch through the wall; you just break your hand. And they had big dents in their wall. If I would have punched that guy in the face as hard as I hit that wall, I would have killed him.
Well, like I was in a lot of fights with my cousins for sure when I was real young, but like school fight, I feel like my first school fight was in 3rd grade for sure.
Gretchen's pretty ignorant.
It's all right.
I was just reading the comments. She's from Pennsylvania, so she's mad about like other stuff. Like what? If you're from a different state, then whatever color their state landed, they're mad at you. It's like ridiculous. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scott, Bryant, we kind of feel the same way, man. Like they're the same thing. Like we've followed people, and it kind of gets to the point where you can't relate anymore. So that's why
I used to watch Heavy D.
We just keep it real, man. We're just real people.
I used to watch Heavy D, right? And I watched this show about Heavy D. I just thought he was a spoiled brat, maybe. But then I watched a show about how he came up and he sold cars, used cars, and he moved around like 5 or 6 or 8 times, and he earned his way up, and then he got on TV. But now he's kind of a d-bag. Now he's like,
it's just
now he sends his underlings out to get everything ready for him, and he shows up in his Black Hawk. Like, I'm scared of helicopters, honestly, because you don't live through a helicopter crash. So it's not a jealous thing for me to not like somebody because they fly around in a helicopter. I think they're ignorant. I think you're taking your life into your own hands for no reason, like Kobe Bryant, you know, or Stevie Ray Vaughan or somebody. Yeah. Actually, it wasn't Stevie Ray Vaughan's fault, but like, I just can't relate to a guy flying around in a rare. Like, Cletus is cool. I think Cletus is probably cooler than Heavy D.
Yes, I agree.
I don't really have nothing against him.
No.
I just can't relate to him.
Right. That's what I'm saying, too.
No.
Like, it's just gotten to the point where it's, like, not relatable. I mean, it's cool, but it's not relatable.
Yeah. And there are some people that are popular enough that people will give them stuff. But that's not me.
Yeah.
I could get a 20% discount. That's about all I can get. That's where we've earned our way up to a 20% discount, which is way better than I was living.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, there is some wild ones on here tonight.
Yeah, Saturday night brings out the creeps and the freaks. Keep on commenting though. It just keeps us floating through.
She called you grandpa.
I am old.
He's a good looking grandpa.
Yeah, but I don't have any grandkids.
I know. Thank God. We don't know.
Most of you people had grandkids when you were 36. I'm 45 and don't have any grandkids. I went to school with people who have great grandkids, okay? So, I don't know if that's an insult or what, but thank you. And I also don't have any gray hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't looked at the comments in a while, but I would like to go to Moab. What we're going to end up with is needing this freaking semi and a 53-foot trailer.
Quit, she's trying to drink
Because
water.
That's part of the reason I don't want to go to Florida. I mean, it's going to sound negative towards my own vehicle, but there ain't a one of you that would want to get in that C50 and drag that trailer to Daytona Beach from Ohio. It takes a real hardcore dude to want to do that. And I am hardcore, and I don't want to do it. I drove that truck here last year and barely made it there and back. We tried to do it in one stretch, though.
Yeah, well, we did. We slept for like an hour on the way down there, and then on the way home.
Wyatt's in the house.
Yeah, on the way home, we drove straight through. I was exhausted.
Yeah, I wouldn't pull over till I would fall asleep. So once I would be driving and fall asleep.
It makes me real nervous because I knew that, and I was like, listen, let's just pull over and
maximizing my efforts. I'm just kidding. I just barely fall asleep.
My God.
It puts you in a trance.
It does.
Something about driving that thing.
It does.
So lately on YouTube, I've been watching old school truckers because I just think old school trucking is neat.
Jamie, I don't think so.
What?
Jamie asked Gretchen, are you okay?
Nah, she's upset about Kamala or something, I don't know, but I watch these old school truckers, man, and they would creep around like 40 mile an hour, and sometimes that's us pulling a big old hill.
Oh gosh, yeah, we've gone up hills on a highway doing like 30.
Laughing. So the biggest hill we got around here is Jellicoe Mountain. And I think we went up that in third gear. On the verge of a breakdown. We had broke down at the bottom of the hill and didn't fix it, and it just started running, and off we went.
Oh yeah.
And but it runs better now. But we need.
No, we're not eating our dogs yet, Gretchen. We've been fattening them up for about 3 years. We're gonna give it some more time and see how it goes before we gotta go that far.
That was dragging its asshole across the hardwood right now.
Yeah, so.
Don't look very appetizing.
We're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Well, gray hair does rock. It does, Brian.
You think, like, I guess we're streaming.
Yeah.
You think that people would have better things to do than stream a channel of two people that they don't even know and they immediately hate?
I think it's so funny.
Like if I was just sitting at home and I turn on channel and I was like, I hate these people. Like, I gotta go into the comment section.
Yeah, old Texas Mike. You don't want to know what my CB handle is? Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit.
That's what it is. That ain't a lie. It's true. I had a CB as a kid. Me and my cousins did, and that was my choice of my CB handle.
Wonder what I bought a truck last year that had a CB in it. It looked like a high dollar unit, but we could never get it to work that good.
Yeah, I could never.
But it would give you the giggles when it did work.
Yes.
You say, psh, psh, hey, good buddy. You know, hey. And I remember Bob and Tom, one guy said, called himself Flatbed. Pull up next to me, Flatbed. But I don't know.
We are sitting here talking about nothing at all because this is what we do when we go live. We just share what we're doing, and you're sitting here listening to it. So thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Gretchen's picture looks like a real douchebag.
I thought it was the Viking man
looks like my
from
aunt.
14 whatever.
That looks like my dead Aunt Judy, Gretchen's profile.
Jesus.
Or Fat Bastard from, can you say that? It looks like Fat Bastard from...
Big belly boy, I can't even see your neck.
Look
what
at
about your
baby back ribs.
I love it.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Gretchen Wheeler.
Gretchen Wheeler's been on there the whole time. Got a big laugh out of me making fun of her.
It's probably some dude. I'm cracking up.
It's funny though. My Aunt Judy was a royal pain in the ass.
I knew it. I googled ugly woman and picked the first photo I found. I knew it. I knew you were a little fakey.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
They laugh when you just call them out on it and it's real. It's funny.
That was the acknowledgement. It's funny.
Yeah, we weren't.
Hi, Ivan.
We weren't talking about nothing. We were talking about some cool shit.
Yeah.
Then we got distracted.
I just can't help it sometimes. What's up, Donnie?
That whole Springfield people eating animals really that shit runs downhill.
Listen.
I won't even eat a rabbit.
You know, we're not even close to Springfield, really. So yeah, we're not eating animals.
Huh.
It's hilarious.
I wonder.
Andy, we would love to make the shop bigger. We have huge dreams and aspirations. Once we're somewhere we can afford it, you'll know.
Hey.
Stop, you guys.
So my buddy, excuse me, my buddy Steve owns a local hardware store. Like, that's a thing in the past. Hardware stores locally owned.
Right.
But Steve and his family run a local hardware store that these other people had ran. They turned into a badass place. And I got some prices through him to build at first, just kind of like a big giant carport. The problem with our garage is I try to store stuff in it too. It's not too small to work on stuff, but when you're trying to store something cool next to something you're welding, it gets crappy. But if we get a big shop, then no one will want to watch us.
Yeah, we'll just keep working in the little shop and get stuff out of our way. It's honestly like a hazard. You have to climb over stuff and trip over stuff. And I mean, we've just got so much stuff in such a small area, which is an awesome problem to have. But you know, we want to keep stuff stored better for sure. Somebody, I keep trying to get back to it, asked about if you're sold on LS engines or old school.
JD Eggleston says, what about using the Vanderpool Dick to Florida with a drive-over fender trailer? I used to haul one on my 4x4 bus. The van has a 454 in it, and we went to Gatlinburg and pulled a full-size Ford back, no problem. And I have an 18-foot car trailer. The problem is there's too much dick.
It's true.
It's heavier than
It's so heavy.
It's heavier than you think it is because it's all iron and all big 1-ton axles and everything.
Yeah.
I'd say it probably weighs 6,000 pounds. I thought it was light, but it's heavy. And so yeah, if I had the money, I would buy an aluminum trailer, deck over, and the van and Dick Banjo. And now you're on to something. Now we look like movie stars going down the road, but there's really nothing wrong with their setup. I just need to put a little more heat in the pipe. I need to put a little more power into the C50, but I know as soon as I do that, I'm probably going to start tearing it up. If I tear it up, then I don't have nothing. So I don't know. It's like you don't want to overwork your kid. It's got 400,000 miles on it, and it's been great to us.
And we love it.
If I had a big shop somewhere, I would put that truck in the shop under its own spotlights, and I would sit and tell stories about where that truck has taken me in the last year and a half. For the rest of my life, I would tell those stories. And I kind of get worried something major will happen out in the middle of nowhere. Like, I've never had that fear, but if you're pulling a 36-foot trailer loaded down and you blow up or something, you know, like, who's coming to save you?
Yeah.
I don't hang out with a lot of people local, so I don't know who. The one time that we did break down, I unloaded Dick Banjo and drove off. So my theory is,
I had Darren and Julie on FaceTime with me on the side of the highway.
my theory is to make my show vehicles strong enough to pull trailers. So then I'm never broke down. If we're going down the road and we blow one up, we get on the one off the trailer and we swap them and we keep going. Or if we need a Cummins turbo, the truck on the trailer's got a Cummins turbo on it. We just try to run. We've been real lucky about our travel in 13 states in that C50, endless miles.
Yeah.
And a lot of those times I've got it to the floor. I run it to the floor, and it's sometimes I get weird feelings about things, and I just got a weird feeling about trying to drag all that stuff to Florida. And we have a lot of family commitments and stuff too.
We have a lot going
and
on right
what
now.
I'm gonna do is, this may sound crazy, but the Super Swamper Interco thing is a major thing to me, and I want to take advantage of that. So I'm gonna invest that money into trying to sell some tires.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if we can hang a banner, have their tires on our trucks, and all we gotta do is work hard and push tires, and we don't work for them,
Right.
but we can get better deals for ourselves by promoting them.
Right.
So, and we're willing to do that for about anybody. We're not locked in. We're not under any contract. They don't tell you got to go somewhere. He actually said, tell us where you're going to go.
Right.
So, it's actually pretty cool the way it's working out. So that's why we're not going to make that trip. We thought about just getting in the van and coming down there, but then you got to feed a 454 van all the way to Florida and back. So, I mean, Florida, to me right now, Florida feels 5,000 miles away, to be honest with you. It's just not just down the hill. So, enough about that.
Well, I just think that the trip that we took in it last year was brutal. I mean, it was brutal. Like, we froze to death. It was rough. We were tired. Like, it was a rough ass trip. So I don't know.
Mark says, smooth up in ya. He remembers me singing. Every video I try to throw some musical
Comedy.
innuendos in there. And earlier I needed some water in a cup, and she was doing dishes. And I said, I killed a man at the Mexican border. and she usually gets my
I
music.
did not get this one at all.
I need some cool water.
I said, really? And he was like, you don't get it. And I was like, no, I thought you were being serious. Like, I don't know why you're telling me that.
Yeah. Swampers, yeah, it would be cool to have some. I want to have some on hand. That's one of the things where if you give people time to think about that big $3,000 tire purchase, they won't do it. But if you got them on stock and somebody says you take credit card, you say, fuck yeah, I do. And they're going to drive right over, and they're going to be leaving. And they're going to be taking pictures of their tires in the back of the truck and shit. But they're going to have some regrets, but they're still going to buy them. It's when you have time to think about those purchases is when you don't buy stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So,
yeah, you should see my Amazon cart save for later. There's a million save for later things because I'm like, I need this, and then I'm like, well, I don't want to buy it yet, so save for later.
I hated Amazon forever just because Bezos was so rich.
Well,
but you can build a whole car off Amazon.
Well, you get crap parts though, so I really don't get ripped off on
If
Amazon,
you get crap parts, it's because you bought crap parts. They're basically kind of just a delivery system.
Hi, Julie.
So you know, I bought a lift kit for a Chevy on there and it come from rough country. They're just like the middleman, the broker.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I'm not beating a dead horse, but the Florida thing, I really want to go. And it's going to suck for it to come and not be there and then pass.
We're sad about it, for real.
But I'm trying to like put as much time as I can in on these projects and get things right. I feel like once I get a certain level of all these accomplishments done, things will easier be right, come together easier.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how many vehicles you got to build to feel that way. Excuse me. Most people just build one vehicle or something. I got like 7 or 8 going on at once. But I got real bad ADHD or something that keeps me focused. It's an outlet, you know. I've been realizing a lot more lately about what ailed me growing up, and that was attention to stuff. If you're telling me something I'm not interested in, I don't even hear you talk. I can't focus if I'm not interested. And then you see like, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You just weren't using an outlet. Then I see people like on my Facebook, like I know this one guy, and I don't know if he watches this or not, but I've known this guy for probably 25 years, and he's got a lot of kids. I can't remember how many kids he has. He has at least 6 kids or 7 kids. And everybody posts a lot of things on Facebook, so you see what people go through and stuff. And a lot of times he'll be posting things. And I know a while back, like he was fighting, like he was training and getting in a ring and actually fighting, you know. And that was probably a big outlet for him, but he's got a lot of kids, and it's always been kids first in that guy's life. And then he gets online, he's like, I'm stressed out, I don't know what to do. And then I see other people that are going through like addiction problems and they don't know what to do. But you got to have some kind of outlet. You got to have, like when your mind is bored, you got to have, it don't have to be a car or a garage. It could be a model. You could be a whittler.
It could be taking a walk.
Whittling.
Anything.
Fuck that, man. That's no fun.
Hiking in the woods, or like foraging, or like anything nature involved.
I guess. But what I'm trying to tell people is they need something to keep their mind busy.
Yeah.
And
exercise.
I know like if you don't have a lot of money and you got like a bunch of stuff going on, you're not like wanting to take on hobbies and stuff, but like people have like rock crawling RCs and they concentrate on that, and people have a lot of pets. It's whatever you like. I don't care what.
What's he even barking at? The
furnace? Furnace kicked on or blew He warned us. So
don't get warm, you guys.
That's what I've been learning. That's what I've been learning in my life of how to deal with stress. Is go to the barn, stay on projects. It's going to stress me out to not like. I really want to take Dick Banjo, but to me, I still don't feel like it's right. I'm going to probably redo it. That sounds crazy. Like you're probably thinking I'm nuts, but. I built that for a $5,000 budget, and that whole thing is in my rearview mirror, and I'm actually getting tired of describing the way I built it and why some things are shortchanged.
Because he didn't want to do it that way in the first place.
How I built
it's just
things.
How we had to do it to stay within the budget. So we said before the build off even happened that there will be changes after the build off. So.
That's not how I build stuff really. That way, the way that's built. It turned out awesome, but I've never done that rear suspension that way. The front suspension I'd have probably still done the same way, maybe with some coilovers or something, but I want to redo it. I'm not proud of taking it around and showing it off just yet. I don't have the wheels and tires perfect just yet, which that's coming with the Super Swamper and IROC and the Interco thing. I mean, I got good tires on it, but there's just things I don't like about it. I got some other visions. I got to finish the doors. I got some more things that'll blow your mind. I'm going to redo the back of the camper. I never did like that. I may design my own roll-up garage door or something. I just got some wild shit going on in my mind. I don't want Dick Banjo to be the build-off car.
Right.
I want it to be itself.
Right.
Like that's over with, and we've already been to other shows with it and stuff, and it gets a lot of attention.
We enjoy every time we're in it. Every time we take it somewhere, we have the best time, and everybody loves it, and we just have the best time with it. So we just want to do it the way that we want to represent ourselves. So there will be changes.
Early Lawn says he wants to see the 8-lug thug done. It's transmission slipped in, but we fired it up last night and backed it out today, and
work's been getting done on it.
Yeah. I changed the intake and rebuilt half the top end of the motor and all kinds of stuff. So thanks for paying attention to what we got.
Thank you.
And
we love it too. We just haven't gotten to utilize it yet.
Amy wants to know what Sammy's favorite ride is.
Sammy loves the 8-lug thug and the van. So if we're going somewhere, he says, can we take the van? But if you say, which truck do you want, he says the red one.
Yeah.
Because it's loud and it's fast. That's what he says.
So the 8-lug thug, I put it on air, but it was the first truck I ever put on air. And I didn't have gauges in the cab. So here recently, I put electronic dual-face gauges in the cab. So now I know where my ride height can be. So now we can align it. And now it runs. And it fires right up off the key. I got to change to a 71, 72 gas pedal. And then figure out what's wrong with the transmission. It was just a junkyard 4L80. No big deal. No loss. That it goes in reverse good, but you got to rev the hell out of it and drive to get to go, no matter how much fluid you put in it. So that's a snag. We may try to rebuild that ourselves. But trying to mark some of these projects off the list. The ramp truck's been a major pain in my ass for 4 or 5 years. Ongoing.
We're so close to getting it to the point of use.
Yep. Okay, so the ramp truck has its own key. And I just need to order some stuff. When you're completely rewiring something, you got to buy stuff. You got to buy dimmer switch, you got to buy headlight switch. You got to have some of your own stuff. So just finishing it all up. I may bounce around a lot, but there hasn't been a lot of maintenance to do at the campground. So I've been hitting it every day on them. And White's been here every day too. So that slowed me down a little bit, but not really.
Not really.
Major things have happened. Sometimes I sit around and think, I haven't got anything done. But his truck has already been lifted and cleaned and motor removed and 3/4 ton axles put under it, and it's going back together. She painted the whole. You'll see tomorrow. We got some good stuff coming out.
Yeah. I'm gonna be pulling an all-nighter tonight with my headphones on in the bed editing because I haven't even started. So.
Yeah, I stay up all night too.
Yes, he sure does.
I watch
in
Cops.
His dreams.
When I go to bed, I turn on Cops, and I like to see at least 2 good arrests.
Yes, I was about to say he gets about 3 max arrests that he's out.
Yeah. I hate Cops, but I like to watch
Cops every day.
Say, Sheriff John Brown's gonna come for you.
Yeah.
People are so dumb. What else we got, man?
Oh, thank you. That's one of my favorites of our license plates. I do love that one.
Yeah,
It's
Mark.
so colorful.
Mark, he's up to date. I did put shocks on the back of the 8-lug thug. Mm-hmm. It's pretty well set up. Since you're up to date on what I'm doing, I redid some of the fuel lines, but I had a fuel regulator in the back, a Holley return fuel regulator in the back. I'm going to go to Holley boost reference return style regulator on the firewall. So I've got the fuel lines I just did. Woo-woo! They're kind of sitting there extra. So the boost reference fuel pressure regulator increases fuel pressure with boost. So we're only going to run like 7 pounds of boost, but 60-pound fuel pump and then 60 PSI fuel pump. When you're flooring it, it'll drop off. So this will keep that from happening so you don't burn piston. We're learning on that. The Terminator X. Last night, it wouldn't run at all. And I got to typing like a son of a bitch. I looked like a lady working at the old NCR.
Oh my God.
I was over going, I was typing pulse rates injection width,
Oh my god.
temperature sending units per square inch times 4.
Yeah.
And I tried to start it about 100 times. Called my tuner. He kind of said, "F you." Right? No, he didn't.
No.
The guy Paul that tried to help me get it running twice. The first time I thought I was ready, he showed up. I wasn't ready at all. It took us 11 hours to get it to run.
Oh my god, that was bad.
And then the second time he showed up to help me tune it, we didn't even get it to run. And then last night I just jumped on the old 3-inch handheld and got that sumbitch running good. It's self-learning too. The more if I get it out and drive it, it'll learn. But you know, we got to tackle the transmission. I need to move the rear end back because I got the rear end moved up. It kind of moved it forward a little bit, so I got to put a zero rate plate in there to kick it back a little bit, center up the back wheel. I'm right there, man. I'm right there. Some of my projects, that truck kind of took a back seat, but I work on it in the shadows because it's in the freaking way. What else?
Jeremy says, I love all the builds, but it seems like Jen's truck has been put on the back burner. Well, so it did get put on the back burner, but we have other things that are so close to being finished that we'd rather knock some stuff out, which we could have knocked a lot of this out, but we were building Big Banjo.
I'm watching these dogs.
They're
fly
wrestling on the recliner right now. So it did get put on the back burner, but it's still out there. And every other day we talk about the different things we want to do with it or might do with it, or I don't know.
2 things.
We can't decide.
I was amazed by the way my dogs wrestle. 2 things. Her truck, 40 Chevy, it's leaf spring in the front with a straight axle. Okay? We could leave it leaf spring and buy like a 4-inch drop straight axle. There's plenty of aftermarket. There's disc brakes. You can make you can make straight axles fine. And that would keep the truck more traditional. Lower it 4 inches. Do something in the back. I got a 9-inch for the back. But then there's the thought of an S10 chassis, which is god-awful ugly. S10 chassis are ugly, but if you do those trucks right with the running boards and the flat fenders, you won't see the chassis. That's where her truck's at. It's got a motor in it, and we were all gung-ho on it, but you're right. It's just kind of sitting there.
It did. It's okay.
So do we want to run it no front fenders, gasser? Do we want to jack it up a little bit, make it a hot rod? Do we want to make it a Mad Max creation?
Yeah, who knows?
Now that we got this Super Swamper idea, we let them out, buddy. Now that we got this Super Swamper partnership, we thought maybe we put on a Blazer frame.
Yeah.
And just have a cute little 4-wheel drive truck.
How fun would that be? I feel like that would be real fun.
Yeah.
So, good night, Scott.
That's where we're at with that.
Greg asked, so are you sold on LSs?
Let me answer that. So, we let the dog out, Wyatt. So, the LS thing and the 8-lug Thug. I've said this before. That was initially intended to where I could take a motor out of a pickup truck and put it in that truck with the turbo. The pros of LS motors, 6-bolt main. The crank is sunken in the block. The heads that come on the LS motor are better than about any small block head you could buy. So if you buy a LS, a 6.0, and it's got 799 heads, or it's got good heads on it, then you are money ahead to do it that way, because it's hard to build a small block Chevy these days because the cams and valve trains are junk, lifters are junk. Am I sold on them? Not really. I hated text messaging too for a long time, but I finally broke down one day and sent one. But the theory behind the truck was a good fuel tank, a good electronic system, then we could just run the hell out of it. And if it shoots a rod out the side of the fender exhaust, we just get another 5.3 input in it. And that was always my basis on that. I've had a lot of trouble with it, but that was not the motor's fault. The motor that I originally put in it ran when I bought it. I could have just taken that motor and put in that truck with the Terminator and ran it. But I had it in my mind and I needed to gap the rings and change the head, change the springs and everything, because I went with the biggest cam I could get. There's better ways of going about it.
Yes, Ted, we collect license plates. Most
Yeah.
recently, one of our favorite people, Terry from Canada, sent us 2 license plates from Ontario.
Jamie says Voltol's got a blazer frame.
I was getting ready to tell you.
He's got everything. We just ain't made it down there yet.
We want to come down. And
I'm afraid to go to his house because
I
I
feel like...
go broke.
Well, I feel like I won't want to leave.
No.
I'm afraid if I get down
I'll
there,
have to
I'll
come
just
back.
have such a good time that I'm like, well, we can't leave just yet. We need some more time.
Yeah. I've been giving him things that way I can get a deal. I can get a deal, but
Hey, I seen them bar stools you got the other day, and Jamie said there wasn't no room for them. But listen, you can do something with those. Those were good looking. I liked those.
yeah. So what I told Jennifer today.
You gotta watch tomorrow, Dan. We got a video on Sundays too at 6.
Yeah, we're loading you up.
Yeah.
Our newest idea today was I told Jennifer she needs to learn how to tune LSs.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna learn how to do that
And
because
she could be the unbiased opinion where she just knows the AFRs and she knows the buttons to hit.
yeah.
Send her ass off to Holly school for the weekend or
Yeah.
something. She show up in her briefcase.
I'm bringing the attaché.
She'll have her attaché case handcuffed, and
Yes.
she whips that bitch out and got her Holly laptop in there,
Yeah.
and the smoke would be flying.
I think it's a good idea. Like I'm actually really smart. People don't know that about me. I was actually labeled gifted when I was little.
Yeah.
I went to like science competitions and
She almost won a Nintendo, but the lady screwed her.
Well, that was a coloring contest, and I am a great artist, so
See,
let's
our
not
voice
talk about Listen, we've talked about that before. We're not gonna talk about Kay. So
Kay screwed her.
oh boy. So you got me thrown off. I'm gonna learn that. I'm really smart, and I think that I could just learn that, and it's an unbiased like education. You know, I don't have any experience with it, so
They
like
say,
learning
man,
it would be easy.
You be up there street race channel tuning like a son of a bitch. They'll say, who tuned your car? And they'll say, Jenny Junkin.
Yeah.
Be riding
I mean,
wheelies.
I like people don't realize I'm actually really freaking smart.
Don Frick wants to know what the dates are for our Patina
The
Palooza.
Peace and Grace show.
Put Dick on anything you want, Don.
Yeah.
There's been so many pictures taken of Dick Banjo. He's like Pam Anderson in 1999.
Gosh, yeah, no doubt.
Listen, here they come.
Yeah, it's gonna get loud again when they come in from outside. They have to be rowdy.
There's been so many pictures and videos taken of Dick Banjo that I imagine it's like this. Some teenage girl is at Thanksgiving saying, "Look, Grandma, look at you'd like this old car."
Yeah.
And Grandma probably says, "That's Dick Banjo. I got video of it." They're like,
We like laugh all the time, and we're like, "Where do all the?" Whoa! I thought we were getting run over. Oh, you guys quit!
Hey,
Stop!
they get that fresh air in them.
They just moved the whole chair. It's the cold. They don't like it. They gotta be ridiculous.
They don't.
Oh my gosh.
They don't fight. They just fly.
Yeah, we have a really big living room, so thank goodness for that.
Yeah, you hear her coming, stampeding. There's a pool table right behind the phone.
Yeah.
So now they're running and going under the pool table. This is crazy. Would you
It
just
is crazy.
stop?
I know, you're supposed to stay with Cliff.
Just talk through it.
May 16th and 17th is the digs for the Peace and Grace show, which is a Friday and a Saturday.
This is stressful.
It is stressful.
Wow.
Come on, go lay down.
Stop
That's enough. You gotta be
Come
tired
here.
by now.
Come here. Get up here.
Oh.
Plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Plenty of room. May 16th and 17th is the Peace and Grease Show 2025. It's a camping event, so it's $15 for the whole weekend. That includes primitive camping.
Look at her. Have a bit.
She's huge. We do not have hookups for sewer or water for like campers. It's primitive camping, but we do have shower houses and we will have restrooms. So just keep that in mind. It'll be really fun.
Mark says you can't go wrong with an S10 chassis. Gordon. Hello, Gordon. Don, I hope you can make it.
Yeah.
to our car
Oh
show.
my God, I hope so.
We need to get Don some super swampers on that Ford
No
when
doubt.
he's up on them,
Mountains.
getting them millions of views.
Yeah.
We'll have him flying a flag. What else we got? We're an hour in.
Are we?
Let's
Yeah,
let's hit some hot topics and wrap it up.
Okay. What hot topics have you got?
Nothing really. I've been living real drama free lately.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of sticking to myself and just putting my head down and working.
My big Saturday was watching how funny Tim's face was at Joann Fabrics, and then coming home to work on our seat for the ramp truck. I can't wait to have that.
She's 94 pounds.
Yeah.
Andy. We got her on a 100-pound watch.
Yeah.
My son.
She's on the radar.
My son gets on the scale and holds her, and I gotta look at the numbers, and then that's how we do it. But we had her fixed. So
she was a heavy, fat little girl though too. As soon as we got her, when the guy handed her to me, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this little pig." So she's always been a big girl. Her mom and dad was big too.
Greg, the sensors on LS only plug in one way. I used to think that too, but when you get a Holly Terminator X or you get a standalone harness, every harness is only plugs into. It's only a compatible male-female. There's no way to get them wrong. They won't plug it. You cannot get a LS harness wire wrong. All the plugs are different. I used to think that too. Technically, you can make your own harness, pull the motor out of a junkyard car, leave it all plugged in, but then start eliminating stuff like the AC wires and stuff. You basically take a stock harness and your motor outside the car, plug everything on, untape it, and then start pulling out the stuff that goes to the body. When you got your ECM on a Chevy truck, only one plug goes on that ECM to make the truck run. The other stuff are body control modules. So it's not that hard, honestly.
Nice.
Anybody can do it. It seems real hard, but imagine the guy like LS's came out 99, they had a 6.0 with iron heads. Somebody was pulling that stuff out, brand new wrecked cars, putting them in stuff, had no idea what they were doing and getting them to run. You know what I mean? So I think a lot about those people, the innovative people who did it first. I'm always catching up. Like someone who built, like Tucker, built his whole car.
Leonard Wood.
Leonard Wood's pretty interesting.
Oh, wow.
We ain't got enough time to talk about Leonard
That's
Wood.
the truth, no doubt.
One of the most interesting human beings you'll ever find in your whole life is a guy named Leonard Wood.
Yeah, look him up.
And if you go on this YouTube channel called Stapleton 42, he does NASCAR reboots of. He goes to old shops, and Mitchell Stapleton's a pretty cool guy. He's got a good channel. And I don't watch NASCAR, but I used to. And he keeps the old school vibe alive.
Right.
And he went to the Wood Brothers shop, which I don't watch NASCAR. They, I forget who their main driver was. They weren't super successful like all the time because Gordon and Earnhardt and Jimmy Johnson were winning. But Leonard Wood's like 94. The dude built his own lawnmower. He didn't like the way his lawnmower performed, and he couldn't find one that performed up to his speed. He's got a freaking lawnmower that looks like the crew chief of a NASCAR team build. He builds micro engines with functioning butterfly carburetors, Venturis. Leonard Wood's amazing. Like, I wish that dude was my grandpa.
Me too. He was so smart.
Crown Vic, Mark, I would like to find a Crown Vic, drive it for a little while, and then use it for parts, honestly. My dad's got a 62 Ford unibody that would be good on a Crown Vic. That's what I told him.
Happy birthday to both of you. Early birthday. Gordon and Hurley Lawn, both of them.
Gordon says he looked like me in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was that good looking, Gordon. You're only 65. All right, what do we got? What's next?
Man, so we got a video coming out for you tomorrow at 6.
Thanksgiving's coming up, so everybody's going to be hanging out with your family.
Yeah.
make sure after you eat your turkey, you sit down and you turn on their TV onto Peace and Grease.
Yeah, tell all your family and friends they should be watching us.
And we'll be thankful for that.
Yeah.
We are trying to, there's faster ways of growing channels, probably, we don't know if there is. There's people who have better success or stuff. We're doing what we plan on doing long term. We're not trying to sell snake oil. We only
Just swampers.
we don't only work on things we like, but we work on a variety of stuff. So it just so happens that a lot of it's our own stuff. But we're still looking for customers. That being said, you got to interview for that. That's not just we're not like Midas. We don't just take any job.
Oh, boy.
If you ever we do lift kits, specialized in square bodies, stuff like that. We can get tires. We can mount tires. So if you have a dream that you have a square body and you have a little bit of money burn a hole in your pocket, your square body could eventually come here, get jacked up, tuned up, new tires, be filmed on video, become worldwide famous forever. And that's all possible. We're really expanding what we can do because we can do a lot.
We can do a lot.
So that's where we're going with it.
Yeah.
My future's that. Mowing grass and all that other stuff's just killing time. But hit us up if you got a project needs done. Get on our website if you want to buy some merch. That helps us out a lot. More than you can believe.
Hats, t-shirts, stickers. We know we're tired too, and I've got a video to edit. I've got so much footage to edit, so we're gonna jump off of here too. So have a good night, Dawn.
Excuse me. You do lowering kits too. Got 2 lifts. Anything that's mechanical, we can get it done. We're close to Cincinnati. We're close. I'm losing my voice.
I know I'd offer you water, but I'm out.
So that's it. Finish it up.
Yeah. All right. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.